Morning guys, Ian from DIY Home Gardening, 1st of June, 6 months into the year, full of hay fever. But if I turn the camera around, we can look at something that looks a bit more appealing than my bleary eyes. Might as well make a start with the greenhouse. So that is all the cucumber plants. Got the 8 troughs, 3 plants per trough. There are 9 varieties because this one here has 2 different varieties within it, and they're growing up pretty nicely, and you can see there's a few little baby cucumbers forming. If you watch some other videos, then the videos are normally shot, to be fair, in a bigger polytunnel, so the suggestion is always to remove the lower forming cucumbers, but when they've only got 6 foot to grow up, I don't think you need to remove them, and I never have done, so I don't. Anyway, that's the cucumbers. Got a lone pot of experimental rose quartz tomatoes growing there. Turmeric still in their sort of dormancy period there. Did a little bit of seed sowing last night, so some celery, green Utah and pak choy. Basically this is a desperation move, and I'll show you the reason why in a bit. Still got a few dahlias left in the propagator, so they're just going to be grown and potted. Where you got the change in the leaf coloration, where it goes this yellow, that actually shows that they've rooted, so they can now be potted on, and they grow quite quickly. Ginger, that's my next job to do. That's this morning job before going to work, potting those. Now, excuse the mess, and it is a mess. Got sunflowers down here, bit of watermelon, load of pumpkins to get planted, perennial kale that the pigeons have now discovered and starting to eat, celeriac, melon, that is sugar baby, giant cabbage, again munched on, dahlias, which I've started sorting out, so only wanting to keep 2 of each. The reason why I've had to grow some more or sow some more celery, left the celery, that's green Utah, self-blanching, left them in the greenhouse to keep going. It got rather hot in there the other day, and most of them are dead, as you can see, so that's yeah, like 4 months worth of growing time all written off essentially. Last of the squash to plant out, another 2 varieties of cucumber, so they're going to go up to allotment, just haven't got that far as yet. Last of foxgloves, tomatillos, they're probably close to, yeah, they're rooted, so they'll be able to go up the allotment as well. And then these dahlias here, they're essentially being grown as my pot tubers, which is going to be my backup stock for end of season. So that's as well basically what's happening with them. Kale cuttings still there, got some kohlrabi, lettuce. That's the wild garlic, which again they got cooked, as did my hydrangea cutting. Let's show you, actually let me show you this just out of interest. So I got sent this last year by Thompson & Morgan, and this is Philadelphus, yeah, Petit Perfume Pink. This officially got released at Chelsea, and it actually won the new plant for 2025, of which I was one of the judges. But yeah, it's a fantastic plant if any of you have a look at it. Compact Philadelphus, highly perfumed. Anyway, let's go and have a look at some other stuff. Strawberry tower needs a bit of work. Aloysia or lemon verbena, flushed up nicely, ready for picking. Fed the last of the solanum off that, or the fruit off that. Loads of lemons on there. Loads of gooseberries forming. I've had to do a bit of pruning on it. Yeah, and this is the reason why. Let's carefully remove. Oh. Now, caterpillar from gooseberry sawfly. So they've started emerging, and that is what has been stripping these lower leaves. And that's a daily thing, just to remove those. Otherwise, they will really quickly strip all the foliage. I've got a couple of tomatoes just on the go there. Fig tree, just starting to do its thing. Nice bit of colour, so we'll keep the camera going on this. Wild garlic down there, just getting into seed mode. More obvious on these. So all of these here are now going to develop into seeds. Don't harvest them until they go black and start opening up. Apples, loads forming. I don't know if you can see them darting around. The odd white fly. Again, they're not going to do any damage other than cause that leaf curl, which always a bit of cuckoo spit in there, which you can get around by literally pinching the tips out, but it's not going to cause any damage, so don't worry about it. Likewise, a bit of tip damage there. That's from pigeons, as is the branch. So got a few fruits forming. See what happens there. Work in progress. And then these are the Wichita blackberries, of which there's absolutely stacks forming all the way across there. So garden update done. We'll go up to allotment. Okay, so here we are at the allotment. You can see that the border's starting to develop a little bit better. It's no point talking through all the way up, but basically it's a bit of a mishmash of some water lily dahlias, Verbena bonariensis, nasturtium. There's some calendula starting to sprout up, a few of the sweet peas, ringerin, teasel, cornflower, and then there's some foxglove, a lavender, sage, but we'll probably get to those a bit further on. So here we have the potato onion bed. You can see there's been quite a few more flowers coming. I think, well, judging by how the foliage is now starting to go lax, I would say that they're not far away from being ready. I don't know if we can have a little look. Let's have a rummage, see if we can see anything. Oh yeah, so looks a decent size down there, considering these are second earlies, so probably not too far away on those. See there's a little bit of dieback in there, more than likely mould damage, to be honest. Here we got the leek bed with the determinate tomatoes. So I came up here last night, had to do a bit of an emergency water, also sorted out the tomatoes at the same time. So these are the determinate types, so therefore I leave on all the side branching because they are bush types. There's quite a lot of aphid actually on there. So yeah, we leave all the side shoots on. Yeah, there's loads of aphid. Lettuce, this is what needed a desperate water last night. It started to crisp up, so they'll be all right. But anyway, then we got the mixed salad bed, which same as at home, bloody pigeons have been starting to gnaw on those. Had probably half the radish now. I'm particularly pleased with these kohlrabi this year. I mean, the ones that didn't get devoured early on by the slugs, I mean, that's a good size. Lovely shape to it. Just need to be able to grow another lot like that. These are the mini pop corn, and then that larger leaf there, well, that's the beetroot coming through. A little bit of garlic, and I think this is just a white spring onion. Yeah, white Lisbon spring onion. So again, they're nearly ready, well, probably are ready for the first pickings on that batch. This bed here, well, this is the elephant garlic. Stripped all the manure off about a week or so ago, just to allow this soil to start drying out. Reason being, I just want to reduce the watering on that, which kind of encourages the bulb to develop a bit more, because it's under stress and it's wanting to retain water, so it expands. And you can see like where the tops are now browning off. The tops are browning off. They've produced the scapes, which is the flowering stem. Two good signals that they're getting close for being ready to lift. In normal garlics, then it kills right over. Sometimes the stem goes over in elephant garlic, but not always. And here we've got a bit of main crop potato, just starting to produce flower bud. These are the ones from the supermarket, so we'll see what happens there. Now, dog's come to say hello on a daily walk, going crazy as always. Right, well, my wife's come up with the strimmer for an early morning tidy. Right, so here we got the bed with the fennel in it. So again, really, the way the weather's gone, it's gone from being looking pretty much spot on for bulb development to bolting to flower and no bulb development. And that's really because we've just had such varied temperatures. As you can sort of see, we're starting the day off with these overcast, mild, relatively cool temperatures, and then it kind of gets to about lunchtime and temperatures fly up, getting to the early 20s. Glad to see quite a few ladybirds starting to creep in, because as I said, there's loads of aphids coming. Sand leeks, first year growing them, they seem ridiculously slow. Don't know really how they're supposed to grow, but they just don't look like they're really moving. A bit of red onions still there. The rogue sunflower. These are the not elephant garlic, Egyptian walking onions. See a bit of bulb formation down to the base, and the mature one, which is producing bulb to the top. My overs of the mini popcorn and rhubarb, and absolutely stack loads of black currants. Well, the odd one trying to ripen. Whether the birds get to them, who knows. Yeah, allotment neighbour, he's started to do a bit of prep work as well. Should have pointed that out. And definite shed envy on that. Yeah, salvia hot lips, that came up here as well. So the gooseberries kind of doing their thing. See what happens with those. And that's what it's all about for me on the Welsh onions. It's just really good early pollination for early nectar source for the bees. If you're to use them, then basically now when you've got these lovely fresh leaves is when you start chopping. One random orac has appeared down there. Shallots, grizel, spring onions interspersed with the parsnips, and then shallot jamor in here, which you can see how they've collapsed. Looks like they're kind of ready for lifting. The Cavolo Nero in there. Interesting that these ones so far have not been chewed on by the pigeons, but the others have. So I wonder whether it's the scent of the shallot that's kind of masking that. Horseradish still to plant. Let's just show you again. Annoyingly, cabbage that I planted in there, see what it would do in the compost bin. That's been ravaged also. And that was the first job this morning, just to whack some bird food on. Artichoke, just starting to produce the section, or the edible section, but full of aphid, which so good to see there's loads of aphid around this year, in as much as a bit of a food source for things, because that normally encourages the beneficials and in turn higher up the food chain. But bit of a pain when it's on your crops, but I'm not going to be spraying that. Got some carrot on the go in there. Brought the tray of sunflowers to plant. Dahlias, doing what they do at this stage. They're just starting to produce a side shoot after having the tops taken out. Polytunnel. So yeah, we've in here got basil planted up. You can see at the very end there, all the soil's lifted up, and down this side, moles are scurrying around the plot like crazy now. Really annoying, but it is what it is. So the peppers are all developing quite nicely. It's got the spicy or the oriental mustard leaves on the go, and all the spring onions also on the go, and then these bits, well, that's coriander, so just seeing what happens there. With this bed, more coriander down the side, courgette, proper sweet corn interplanted with French bean, so they're looking decent. I think we've had one plant that's died out of all of those. Then within this bed here, again, this is one that was sorted out yesterday, so these are all the indeterminate tomatoes, so therefore side shoots all removed and tied in, but plenty of flowers starting to form. So got the mixture of some basil to the end, the squash, got some some raspberry chard, I think it's raspberry chard on the go, perpetual spinach planted out last night, and that's kind of how they're looking. Softneck garlic browning off and also getting full of rust. You can see there's a bit of a lean on a few of these, so indicating that they're nearing the point of harvest. Within these, so broad beans, loads of aphid, but more importantly loads of beans, which not far off being picked, so that'd be good. And then we got the hardneck garlic there, and onions. So you can see the leaves starting to bend over, some of the browning to the base, so again, good indication signs that they're getting to the point of harvest. And there's some good sizing amongst there, so once again just easing off on the watering on them, which will allow them to dry and not rot when you come to the point of lifting. That's the most important thing. You don't want to be lifting when they're sitting too wet, because they just won't last at all. Bit of red onion still remaining there. It's the red onion that we've been using first, because that doesn't store quite so well. And then these are the senchu onions within here, and this bed is the mixture of the Jerusalem artichoke, which you can see is probably about 3 foot plus now in terms of height, and then the dwarf artichoke there. And that, my friends, is where we're at for 1st of June. It's looking pretty tidy, but to be honest, I just need, well, I need a few days of really good weather, dry weather, for the onions and garlic to finish ripening, so I can lift them and make that transition into planting for the pumpkins. But otherwise, you know, it's pretty tidy, to be fair. So yeah, video done. If you've got any questions, then obviously send the questions to me. I'll do my best to answer them for you. If you've liked the video, then please subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit that reminder button so you don't miss out on the future videos that I do. And just above all else, just enjoy yourself, have fun, and make the most of this lovely weather. So till next time, bye for now.